It was my experience with life, because I actually started off religious. But you start off religious typically because it was my dad's sisters, mainly my aunts and uncles in America, my grandma who would take me to church and stuff. And I thought that everyone believed in the same religion. And it was moving to England, actually, when I met a guy who was a Sikh. And I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? You know? Oh, you're a Muslim, you're a Sikh, you're a Hindu? What the fuck? Wait, one second. So I looked into a bunch of religions, and I used to argue with this kid named, keep in mind, I'm like 9 at this point. I used to argue with this kid about why my religion was true, why his wasn't, blah, blah, blah. We used to go back and forth all day. And I just kind of one day realized that I was only religious because my parents had taught me this certain religion, which is the reason most people are religious, to be fair, unless they actually look into their religion. And I fell away from it. I decided that none of the religions were true. But as I got older and richer and found more time, I'm an avid reader. I read a lot of books. I started reading all the holy books again. I've read basically every one of every major religion that exists. Started reading the Bible again. I started researching Christianity, and I started researching Christian history and, the story of how Christianity spread around the world and how it moved from the Middle East, throughout all of Europe and Northern Africa, etc. And I fell back into Christianity because I understood it. As a kid, I was a Christian because my parents had told me to believe in X, Y, and Z. Never read a Bible. Most Christians have never read a Bible cover to cover. And it's like, yeah, I am this religion. My parents have told me that that's it, which is fine. By all means, take your parents' word on authority. But I think I was too cocky as a young man to just be like, I'm going to believe this because my parents said so. So I went years and years and years just not looking into it. I dismissed it. If I'd done some research earlier, perhaps I would have become a Christian much sooner. But it was when I started looking back into it, I was like, okay, yeah, there's some truth to this, there's some truth to this. Well, that would be one hell of a coincidence. And then there you go. There you go, I'm a Christian again.